Your Excellencies, dear Presidents, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure and an honor to be addressing you today, and in person, which is an uncommon experience in these unusual times. This year will mark the 22nd anniversary of the Diamond Congress of the World Federation of Diamond Bourses and the International Diamond Manufacturers Association in Antwerp in the year 2000. It was there that we agreed to establish the World Diamond Council to coordinate the industry's effort in addressing the challenge of conflict diamonds in Africa. It was a defining moment, but few fully realized how much our business would change. That decision set in motion a series of processes, some which took years to come into fruition, and others which we are still dealing with. The World Diamond Council today sees its mission as being to protect the integrity of the natural diamond supply chain. Representing and uniting our industry, our role is to protect the complete supply chain from violations of fundamental human rights, including, but not only those that occur within the context of civil conflict. This broader perspective does not in any way discount the fundamental role played by the Kimberley process, where we have always operated as the industry's official representative, working alongside governments and civil society. We remain committed to its mission, which is often not properly understood and underappreciated. We believe strongly that by broadening its mandate, the Kimberley process can be strengthened and become even more effective. The World Diamond Council is the only industry body that brings around the table all diamond sectors, participants, from miners through the midstream to the retail jewelry trade. The World Diamond Council also facilitates a continuous review of the system and tools being used to uphold the integrity of the value chain. Ladies and gentlemen, there are no bad diamonds, but industry requires protection from bad actors. From the beginning, the KP, within its existence mandate, could address only a limited range of human rights violations. To provide more comprehensive solutions, other complementary tools need to be developed. And we were not ready to wait for governments. We acted ourselves, and we needed to do so independently as an industry. What we essentially created was a responsible supply chain doctrine. It involves a series of protective layers that are designed to filter out diamonds that are being infiltrated illegitimately by bad actors, preventing them from reaching the market. Our approach is today aligned with the OECD due diligence guidance. And the first layer is the Kimberley process certification scheme itself, which is enforceable through the authority of law in each of the 85 member countries. The subsequent layers, of which there are 3 primary ones, are applied by the industry itself. The first of those layers is the WDC system of warranties Peter Karacek just talked about. It was originally designed to verify not only rough diamonds, but also polished diamonds and diamond jewelry are KP compliant. Last year, the upgraded system of warranties was introduced. In addition to KP compliance, it covers human rights, labor rights, anti-corruption, and anti-money laundering. The second layer is the Responsible Jewelry Council's Code of Practices, which includes a wider and more detailed set of business integrity, social, environmental, supply chain standards. To become RJC certified, a company needs to be independently monitored and certified. The third layer includes due diligence systems which were created by some of the largest corporations in our industry, among them WDC members, Alrosa, De Beers and Signet. Each system is customized to the respective company's supply chain and clients, and they are all grounded in the protection of fundamental human rights. And let me be absolutely clear, our approach is inclusive. I have often said, leave no one behind, and by that I mean that we must represent not only the large companies, but also the myriad of small and medium firms that make up the backbone of the diamond industry, and of which so many are members of the WFDB. At the end of the day, our obligation at the President's meeting is to look out for the smaller diamantaire who needs to make a living for his or her company and his or her family. Each one of the industry-created layers that I refer to is open source. This means that all companies can refer to them when conducting their own due diligence. We also need to be able to address new risks. Susan just talked about it. There always is a potential for bad actors looking to breach the system. The WDC is currently developing a policy and terms of reference which will address such instances. They will provide a roadmap of how to act when we become aware of proven violations of the 7 principles of the responsible sourcing of natural diamonds. But that's not all. In today's market, we also need to demonstrate that our products have social value. We need to show that natural diamonds support millions, providing food, water, securing living environments, education, healthcare, and the promise of a sustainable economic growth and development. Their success relies on consumer confidence, as we have heard before, and that partly requires us providing assurances about human rights and responsible sourcing. It also requires that all aspects of our industry reflect the world in which we live. And for that, we need more diversity. Our industry is clearly multicultural, and with the most dramatic growth taking place in India, China, Southeast Asia and Africa, and here in the Middle East, our memberships and our boards need to reflect this better. The same is true when it comes to gender. Simply stated, women are not adequately represented in our leadership. But positive change is taking place. I'm delighted that the World Diamond Council incoming president is Ferial Zerouki, who is breaking glass ceilings of gender and youth. Here, allow me to commend her company, De Beers, for supporting her and taking the role that she will assume this year. It was De Beers CEO Bruce Cleaver who several years ago at the JCK show in Las Vegas talked about the need for more women at the top of our industry. I complimented him at the time and do so again for acting on his convictions. Same as we have seen with Susan, one of the previous speakers, and the CFO of De Beers Diamonds. Ferial will be in good company. Among that group of talented female executives in our industry, I can point to Iris van der Veken, RJC's Executive Director, and closer to my home, to Elodie Dagouzan, who fills a parallel role at the WDC. 22 years ago, the WDC began a journey that changed an industry. Over the years, we evolved from covering conflict diamonds in Africa to serving to protect the integrity of our entire value chain. To express what we have become, I am proud to announce that next week we will unveil the WDC's new brand identity, expressing what we do and what we strive for. We live in a very dynamic industry. As we heard on Monday, new developments are changing our environment. As we heard from Susan, apart from risk, let's embrace change. As leaders, it is our responsibility to direct not only our own organization, but also our communities. And it has been my honor to do that together with you, my colleagues. Thank you.